Our goal is to keep our customers paying us their subscriptions. That's it. Our goal is to make money on subscription-based SaaS and keep them.
If a client comes in the door, signs up for a 14-day trial, and they have customers, if we put them on a setup call, we own them for life.
So we're at a 4.7 attrition rate last year, and I knew if we could get that under 3%, we'd be adding hundreds of thousands of dollars to the bottom line. So we focused on creating customer health index scores, but we did it manually.
I am so obsessed and well invested, so expensive on customer success management, CSM, and all these analytics, all this data. I want to see what my customers doing, how to make them addicted. I read a lot of books, and like these books are $20 to listen to, right? I listen. I don't read. My English is so slow, but eventually it's a bait to upsell you with workshops or coaching programs they have. Every author do that, and a lot of them is valuable, right? So every book I read, because I'm obsessed, I'm the easiest person to upsell to your coaching program. I'm saying this if it's a CSM. So I invested a lot. So I'm bringing to you all what I learned when it comes to data analytics and how these applications or platforms, they make you sticky with them that you will never cancel. In your role, like as a small startup SaaS agencies, SaaS/marketing agency, don't be naive. Our goal is not like those workflows and not those, because churn will be your enemy when you enter the game of SaaS. So we decided to divide the practices. Every week we do something. So please, if you want to develop your CSM and knowledge, practices, and learn this area, and I believe if you are in SaaS business, as much attention you pay to learn technology workflows and how to sell, you need to learn how to keep your customers. So last week we talked about product adoption, how to make them adopt that product, your products, because one product is not enough, they will cancel you, and what product is more important than others. Today we're going to talk about login activity. Next week we're going to talk about some other pillars. Okay, I divide them into pillars. Okay, so today we're going to talk about pillar number 4. And by the way, as I said, the orders doesn't mean that pillar is more important than this. We're going to talk which pillar is important and how you customize it for your own. I'm a big believer there's no such a thing that one size fits all. You customize your CSM department as it fits you. Login activity. Every single software company, they spend millions of dollars. I'm not exaggerating. Millions of dollars. I'm talking big companies, right? On how to set up KPIs or data or tracking codes, whatever you want to call it. So they make sure how many people logging in. Do you see Instagram was sold for $1 billion and the worth of this platform? Why? They show how many people log in and how much time they spent. So advertisers will, as you guys know this, I'm not going to go there. So you as a software company, as a small SaaS company, you also should pay attention or build your own KPIs, your own checkup, tracking codes, spy, send people, install cameras. I don't know what you do. You should know that. Are they logging in and not? And what makes them log in, what makes them not to log. So be aware of how frequently your customers logging into your system and the time spent, and automate actions accordingly. I brought a video right away. Sometimes like you say, this is so important, emphasizing and stuff. A lot of people, they don't pay attention to what you're talking unless you bring someone that they know. Okay. As I said, spent so much on books, trainings, software. Automatically, Mario, once you white label HighLevel, once you see your logo and everything says your brand, Media Shield, for example, in my case, and I used to sell it as a software, as my own software. By the way, by law, we have the right to say it's our software. Okay. Automatically, this gives you or gave me the feeling I'm a software company owner. Okay. And now I want to learn how to run a software company. And guess what I did? I learned CSM practice, Salesforce, a lot of academies and a lot of stuff that they teach it for freemium, premium, for vertical SaaS, for Canvas style, Netflix. And anyways, I learned a lot. But then I used to ignore that we have in our community a person like Sean. He has ton of gold. Just because it's free, we underestimate it. Person like Mario, person like Matt, everybody here in the community, they teaching us, especially HighLevel, they teach us how to be successful. Why? Because they don't want you to cancel. Okay. So few meetings I attended with Paulson. He used to do every Wednesday a call like this, like Mario's doing. I used to attend, and then I was like, why I'm spending so much money on other communities that they don't know what I'm working on. They don't know HighLevel. Paulson, Sean, everybody, Chase is teaching us everything. So, however, don't underestimate Sean's videos. Don't underestimate Mario's sessions. Everything here, we are exactly what you do. Maybe your target is different, but we are in the same boat. So I stole this video from Apex. I hope he's not going to sue me, but I would like you guys to hear Sean, what he's saying about the CSM or customer support, they call it.
I run a software company, a very big one. And I will tell you, my number one killer app, the most important part of my company, and I hate to say this because I am an engineer, is not engineering. It's customer support.
Yes.
Customer support is now larger than my engineering team. And we are hiring like a beast right now. I still have 50, 60, 70 open positions at least at all kinds of levels of customer service. And we have all these freaking different teams now. We have the welcome to HighLevel, you're on your 14-day trial onboarding team. We have you've now paid for your first month during the first 90 days. We're going to white glove hold your hand onboarding team. We have the big old massive support team, which within it is level 1, level 2, level 3, right? So we have insane amounts of customer support because we know how important it is. And by the way, we run numbers on this. If clients because they come in the door, we're able to help them do what they need to do, get to value very quickly, and then they never leave. And I'm telling you this because it'll apply to you too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you this because it'll apply to you too. The reason that HVAC guy sticks around for me is because when he walked in the door, I wasn't like, welcome to HighLevel. Here's a help doc. See ya. I set it all up for him. I put it on autopilot. And when he called and said, Sean, I no longer use QuickBooks Online. I'm now using Service Titan. Can you help me out? I said, sure. And I got a webhook.
So I want to stop here, and that's all what I wanted to say. 2, 3 comments I have this. When he says this, he's kind of saying it like not regretting, but it's like hard for him to say. He said, I'm an engineer, right? And our number one app or best feature or best whatever is not an app or that workflow or that engineering feature. It is the customer team or customer success. And second point, if you guys like, sometimes like you need to listen carefully. HighLevels people, they don't just like go do Loom videos and do these SaaSpreneurs events and that's it. No, they measure. He said, our, let's say, measurements or data, if we have customer, boom, 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 in free trial, once they get customer, boom, we have them for life, right? So that's it. We need to focus it. In your case, maybe you're not offering, let's say, lead generation, money making. That's another pillar. We call it cost efficiency. We're going to have another day, me and Mario, talking about that. And another point that I always comment or my lesson or takeaway from this, he said that plumber, and if you don't believe he's multi-millionaire or multi-billion-dollar company, he runs multi-billion, he still have HVAC and plumber calling him for their sub-accounts. And he answers them and put it like, doesn't take that much time to, he told me this, and in this video, for 6 years, he has customer that he onboarded them. People came to fix his issues in his house, and he closed them or signed them up, whatever you want to call it. So that's also a point that we discuss. Okay, we're gonna discuss today. Let me move to the next page. Very common mistakes that in our community, a lot of high-level agencies, guys, we adopt, right? We copy each other, but we don't need to copy every single habit that others make, right? We don't need to. That's not religion, right? If I make something, you don't need to copy me, right? Like measure it. So something I copied and a mistake I did, and Mario, correct me if I'm wrong. If you didn't see, I think everybody did it. We used to sign up people and just give them help docs. Hey, this is how you do it, right? I learned business owners, they will never, ever learn something new for a future promised outcome. Like where? In very small department in their business. See, you're not working with a SaaS company. You're working with plumbers, with small business owners, whatever is the niche, right? Whatever you're doing for them, just know that it's very simple, or like not very simple, or like I don't want to say it's one area, one aspect of their business. Guess what? After they have a meeting with the accountant with the financial, with taxes, with the cleaning. I don't know what, but they have a lot of areas. And in every area, if they learn QuickBooks Online properly, their taxes will jump. If they learn their own continuous education, if they are like PA, doctors, like chiropractors, they know what they need to learn, so they are packed or capped with their brain capacity. Okay, so forget this. Your customers behavior is not the same like you. So the common mistakes we used to do, or I till today, and if you are one of these, we present our software to our customers as we received it. So we receive it in as an all-in-one software from Sean, and every day a video, Loom. Hey, this is Sean, and hey, this is Tim. Hey, customer, guess what we have? This is huge mistake. Your customers not they don't depend on. I'm talking about like a very classic SaaS agency that they have a small business owner as a niche. Okay, so stop doing that. They like put this in your brain. Don't present to your customers the system as you received it. Don't. You should have different language, different style, different presentation. Rule number two, remember this, your customer will never ever learn something new skill for a future outcome. Okay? And you tell me, okay, how come? So when I'm talking, this education part is so important. Education part is important. Why? Will make them logging into your system. Okay, so like when I say educate, when to educate, that's important. I again, you may say, Tim, what the heck, whatever you're teaching today, I feel I'm gonna be doing everything for them forever. No, no, no. Do not teach in the beginning. Show them the outcome. Again, I want to keep this broad. I don't want to like put an example. Don't teach in the beginning. Show them the outcome. I will give you some examples that I used to do, or I do it till today. We right away show the outcome. Let me give you an example. Calendar, reviews, right? The other day we had the automated AI review, and they had a comment. Hey, the replies are so cheesy. Okay. I said, well, don't worry. I made a Loom video for them, and I told them, okay, I will fix it, but let me show you how to fix it in the future. I used to, or like when I sell the phone numbers and I put the phone number for QR code, I put it like in billboards for them. I make them use it. And sometimes they say, hey, the phone number is like forwarding to my number. Please let it forward to my niece or nephew or my. I say, yeah, sure. But let me show you how you do it next. In calendars, hey, can you make the Wednesday 11 o'clock block it not available because we do this training, internal training? Sure, but next time if I'm traveling or something, let me show you how you do it so you don't get, oh, that was easy. They never get back to me. So all what you need is to teach one time. Again, if you are in mass level, I will also today show you how to automate this so you don't need to do this on daily basis. Or we already talked about the product adoption last week. If you missed it, please go watch it. And another mistake that a lot of people do, and I used to do this too. Okay, I want to see if my customers, they've been paying. Guys, I don't know, agree with me or not. Like we always had this feeling when my customers pay, I am not sure if they're going to pay next month or not. They paid, they didn't complain. Are they going to pay next time? So this is not a business owner's feeling. Like you need to be confident with your subscribers. Like I have this much residual income and it's just going to get residual and going to get more. You need to secure them for life. Okay. So what I used to do, I used to log into the sub account and go to the inbox, see if they sent anything and check who sent it and then check the time. Oh my God, okay, they were this morning sending something. And then I see the last time they logged in was like a week ago. Or I go to social planner, oh, they haven't. So just being that person used to be annoyed me. And I hired CSM director. And anyways, our conversation was like always, he used to go daily, every sub account to see who logged in. He would say, logged in, that user logged in and that time. Excel sheet. Oof. I'm not going to talk about this. However, this is not a manual thing. You must automate and put systems in place, unfortunately. But guess what? Technology is here to make our life easier, right? Another video I put here is Chris Rodriguez. She's making, last time I heard her, she's making $400,000 a
Oh my
month.
God.
Yes, and her niche is MMA, not gym, not karate, like MMA gyms. Like they teach fighting and jiu-jitsu and stuff. Super smart, and she's obsessed with retention and CSM practices. And the thing, she has big favor for GoCSM. Everybody in GoCSM, we love her. We were in the summit last year. She will mention maybe that this in the video. She passes by and she grabs something. She talks. I don't know. I wasn't there with my team, and she says, "I will be back." Anyway, she was a keynote speaker. After the speaking, we like you've been in those events, like in the summit. Mario, the doors open and maybe we had like 6, 7 people on the booth and other people like checking. We said, what's going on? We did something or what? Everybody's checking. So the reaction, the traffic was amazing or was crazy. We said, like, what? I didn't know her name. I couldn't pronounce her name, honestly. They said, "Oh, Chris Rodriguez." I said, "Who's Chris?" Someone she recommended to check you guys. Like, what you guys do? I said, "Okay, that was super overwhelming." However, let me play her video, and you learn from how important it is to check login activity.
When you first get started, the only thing you care about is sales. That's it. I need more clients. I need more clients. Once you have those clients, I need those clients to stay. Your focus shifts to retention. Well, yeah, I mean, retention, we're lower ticket because martial arts schools don't have a lot of money. Low ticket, high client volume. We don't have a problem with sales. I mean, we bring on 30 new clients a month. So it's really about the retention. That's the most important aspect, especially with kind of lower ticket. And it was a pain in the ass, like color coding. This is a purple client, a green client, a yellow client, a red client. We're searching for how can we just find if people are logging in? And you have to do that manually at the agency level individually for every sub account. And that's not feasible for us to do that when you have this many clients. When I walked by and your flyer said, figure out when people log in, I was like, that's even if that was the only data point that was reported, I would have bought it because that's the big thing for us. They have to be logging in to see the value.
So, yep, she's amazing. She really teaches a lot of things about CSM practices. So again, make customers depend on the outcome and then teach the outcome. We talked about. Okay. Once they learn the outcome, how to, login activities will increase automatically. So please, the other day with my community, I was talking and I was like, our game, it looks like playing chess, like chess. I don't know, chess. Okay. When you play chess, is not, you don't, let's say, think, okay, I want to threaten his king or this. No, you think 2, 3 things. So don't be that. I was that naive that, okay, let me ask, hey, customer, come on, man, log in, check your system. Okay, I will. That doesn't work. You need to be like 2, 3 steps behind or like ahead of the customer and then, make them. So, however, don't teach them in the beginning, make them to learn. And then, of course, I like backward planning. So if you still don't have this how-to teaching them, make them dependent and all that stuff, if you have this product market fit for any service or any feature you do, go ahead and stop establishing your KPIs. But if you don't, I highly recommend you build your KPIs and then do those. So you will see, oh, I did this and that helped with my login activities. I did this and my login activities increased. Okay. So set KPIs for your activities and then check what practice is increasing your login activity. Do that more or repeat it with others. You cannot manage this manually. So don't try to, log into sub account, because if your goal is, to grow and have hundreds of users, you cannot do this. And the time paid for your CSM hours would be way more than what you're saving in the churn. So might as well just go and sell. So check customers login frequency. This doesn't come only like, hey, customers are logging in. No. So you have, for example, we say set last time login check all the time. Yeah, this person is logging in, but next month maybe they won't. So the individual level, I'm gonna set action and internal and external and automate. Okay. So this is some graphics like you can do in GoCSM. There's 3 ways or 3 areas you need to pay attention to. Individual user level, login activity check. Second is sub account level, right? Sometimes you have very important people. For example, you close a person, he's a business owner, he's a decision maker, but it will tell you, hey, Mario, I love this system. I love what you do, but guess what? I signed up. Thank you so much. But here's my niece or nephew or my assistant or this Justin guy. He is the responsible first person of our IT. They always delegate. They think we love delegating, right? So guess what? Now this Justin guy or the niece or the nephew is the target customer for you to target, to check if they are logging in or not. Because eventually this guy gonna come and tell you, you know what, Mario or Tim, I love your system, you are decent, whatever, but we never saw the benefit and stuff. Wait, stop. Your Justin guy or your niece and nephew, they never logged in. They didn't use it. They didn't check. They didn't respond to leads. Whatever is your example, okay? So sub account level, user level, and then aggregate level. Also, you want to see all your sub accounts and users. Are they logging in or not? What we do in GoCSM, of course, okay. If they don't log in, this is like the main thing. If they don't log in, how to bring them in? Always curiosity, okay? So what we do right away, if there's there's a user didn't log in for 7 days, right away we send them, this will be your email, for example, hey, contact our customer name, and we have not some business activities inside your account that needs your attention, right? Please log into app.mariocrm.com or whatever's your white label, HighLevel, and put the link here. Right away they will see, or go ahead and customize it. This is an email template. But in aggregate level, you need to know how many people logging in daily, monthly, and weekly. And of course, this week, this month, whatever. And then once you do those practices, let's say you start doing some lead generation stuff that your customers must log into your system to respond, you will see, oh, this is working. Or let me do social plan, or let me do template, let me do this snippet, so they get dependent on it. Whatever you do, you need to measure. What you did is making people log in more frequently, and you will do that more, and you will apply that as a huge paycheck, checkbox on your onboarding. So every customer, we need to have this checked. For example, the snippets and templates, whatever is the case. And then another thing, you need to know what time of the week your customers are more active logging in to your account. At least when they are logging in, they are in front of their computer. Huge mistakes, or like common mistake that people do. Oh, let's do weekly calls, weekly text support call for our customers. Oh, what time? Internal team, they talk to each other. Hey, Mike. Hey, Justin. Hey, Tim. What time works for you? Every Tuesday or every Thursday? And they say, oh, I drop my. They said it, whatever works then, and then they see nobody's showing up. Why? Because that time works for you. That doesn't mean works for your customers. Or another bad practice they do, or we all do or did. We send our weekly updates and emails in a time and we see the open rates are too low. Why? Because you're sending it, you're guessing, right? Oh, Saturdays is better than Thursdays. No, if you have systems and tracking codes in place, you will see, oh, Thursdays in the morning, they are most, this is a demo, they are most active. So let's all our workflows and emails and updates and welcome message, whatever it is, to be at that time. And you can go to the workflow and set the window for it. Okay. If you have some training, weekly training calls or bi-weekly, whatever it is, do it at that time. So you will see automatically we saw the increase in the attend and the show rates. Okay. Progress check. I think there's something in the workout in the gym culture. They call it like, if it's not measurable, you cannot grow. I don't know, like the English. Okay, so, and to be honest, like, yeah, progressive overload, I don't know what they call it. So if you cannot measure it, you cannot track it, you cannot grow it. Oh, I did this, was so helpful. How come? Do you see those founders, those A players like Sean, Chris Rodriguez? Did you see their language? Oh, if I do this, I will increase this to 3%. This means will bring us hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then Sean, like the way everything percentage, if we do this, we have this for life. So they measure. Please, if you are in SaaS business, means you are in the data business. If you don't understand how to read data, how to impact your data, you are not going to be that business owner, that leader. You will not. And someone that knows this stuff will beat you always. Okay. So check, progress check. Whatever you do, any activities you do, we're going to talk about these activities every Thursday, me and Mario. Of course, these are CSM practices, customer success management practices, and all this pours into the benefit of CSM. And your goal is what? Your goal to make them adopt your products and features more, log in often, and cost efficiency. Cost efficiency is what Sean told me. Like, if we make them make money through us, that's it. They will never cancel you. And we're doing all this to kill churn and to kill cancellation. Okay. So you need to see what feature or what practices you did makes them their sessions inside your system even more. So you don't want people just to their dashboard or check their inbox and log out. Like even more. Imagine if they check their dashboard and reply to people from your conversations and then build the statistics, they see their traffic and everything. And like as more time they spend, as more adopting they get to your system. Okay. Average session duration is also important, and checking it like aggregate level is important. Okay. So this shows us sub account level, even if there's like more than one user, how much time they are spending on dashboard, conversation, calendars, marketing. Hey, customer, right? I told you we're gonna do that social planner for you, but you guys not using it, right? Automation, reputation, whatever it is. And then of course you can switch between user to user. And this is so important. A lot of our customers, like GoCSM's customers, they send this to their customer. As I mentioned in the beginning, maybe your customer will come back, hey, Mario or Tim, your system was great, but we never seen the value. Wait. Your last time you and your team logged in was like 2 months ago. And of course, you're not going to see the value. Yes, go ahead and cancel. Oh, okay. So if we log in, we're going to see that. We're going to talk about the other features and practices later. So this is an overview on login activity. I like to keep it like 30 to 40%. And I hope your takeaway from this to be stop teaching them in the beginning because they get overwhelmed. And if you're working with true business owners, not freelancers, not people like hustlers, and this is another tip I always say, please don't work with startups or with broken businesses that they are not making money. It's so hard to bring them success, right? And if you know how to bring them success, might as well bring it for yourself or bring it for me, right? Don't promise sales and all that stuff, but this is different day session and coaching topic. But working with businesses that they make money is way easier to bring them success. And the amount effort put in for both type of customers is the same. It's just like your confidence issue. However, so don't teach them, make them depend on the outcome right away. Trust me, they will learn it. They will chase you. They will learn. They will read your ugliest article, right? Plus, like if you use HL Pro Tools and stuff, they have the best article. We use their articles and stuff, but nobody reads it for a future outcome. But once they know, like, how can I change? How can I connect my social, whatever? We send them that article, boom. Like it's so small switch, and you will see the difference. And of course, KPIs matters.